Hello, and thank you for joining us for Just Grasp 1. This is Loser's Side Round 1. This is going to be Adwins versus Serp slash Mockjoy. And we're going to get started with the draft here. I do have Donut, as you guys all know, your guys' favorite co-commentator here.
Hello, everybody. Hey, how's it going? Yep, this is Donut in the booth, and yeah, hope to look and see some great games going on.
And we're already starting off with the 2 Season 6 picks. It's the Donut effect.
That's what I love to see. That's why I'm playing this game. I love season 6. Unfortunately, you will not see any more from me since I just pieced out. If you all tuned in earlier, in a very ill-advised, spur of the moment drunk battle between myself and Chibi. So go check that out if you want to
Oh
see
my god.
some low quality. Oh, whoa! What
We
is
have
happening
3
here?
Season 6!
Oh man, this is Christmas in January for me. This is like
Yeah.
what the this is like the 14th day of Christmas for me, dude. This is awesome.
Alright, now we have to see what Adwin's final pick is. Will they round us out with a 4th Season 6? Can we keep the Season 6 train going? We got Yuzu, Phonon, and Nanase on the board. This is going to be Phonon's actually first game in this tourney now. Everyone else has been played at least once. May's been played a million times.
Yep, and
Alright.
then Adwins is the resident Nanase lover,
Uh-huh.
which I am trying my best to learn that character, and I hope to understand her more.
Akuma in a skirt, as she's called. +2
Well,
power,
with the
stun your
sword
opponent.
as
Or,
well.
yeah, with a sword and a skirt. uh,
Yeah.
well, what did Adwin's pick? Let's see.
All right,
They have their final
we're
character
seeing
in hand.
Raggy.
Yeah, there's Raggy.
Yep, classic Raggy. Can't complain about that. I mean, you can if you've played against Eras Ragna a billion times. But he's a solid gold character for a reason.
Yep. Ragnar May, Nanase. This is the well, the powerhouse team actually, versus
Yep, red
uh,
number.
yep, Yuzu, Phonon, and what was the other pick from the Ramlethal?
Ram, yeah, versus two other big red numbers and a resource monster.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Uh, range 3 monster. Freaking resource monster, and then Phonon, which is the +1 power on every turn you strike.
At least, at the minimum.
Yeah, at minimum.
At the
Sometimes it's
minimum.
+2. All right.
Sometimes it's +2, sometimes it's even more.
Oh. I think Serp jumped the gun here with the pulling Ram with all the bag.
Oops.
Whoops.
We got some. Will this
That's
be
okay.
another
That was
Looney
all good.
Tunes game? I really hope so. I'm
Oh,
really looking forward to it.
another Looney Tunes game.
That's what I call that. That was me versus Chibi. That was some Looney Tunes ass stuff.
Some Looney Tunes stuff. Well, I mean, look, okay. So it looks like we're gonna see the Nanase versus Ramlethal.
Ramsthal.
I mean, this is gonna be the classic story of can the season 6 character deal with the season 7 action compression? Is it possible?
And the
Yes. Is it a pain in the butt sometimes? Also, yes.
The answer is maybe, right? Because Nanase, ultimately, the dream for Nanase is to just advance chain you and then twirl in your face for 8 damage, and then you cry about it, right? And you die. So that's the dream for that, right? Whereas that'll be pretty interesting against Ramlethal, who wants to compound her advantages, get more cards than Nanase, and then be able to just, you know, say, oh, by the way, I'm going to take this for +1 range. I also might have an EX in here, and I get +1 power. How do you compete with that? You don't. so, so we'll see. I think that will be the crux of of this matchup here. The good
Yeah.
news is that Nase has a decent amount of recourse against her shapes, right? So, for example, Ramlethal infamously has an above curve assault, but also Nase has an above curve dive, right?
hmm
Nase also has 2 copies across, or sorry, 4 copies across with chasing the rev, and then she also has a speed dodge and Angie's, which is pretty solid too. So she definitely has recourse against some of Ramthal's stuff. So I think Ramthal wants to keep her mostly at bay or around range 4 actually, and just generate those resources and have more options. Whereas Nase has to kind of play hard and loose, but she definitely can take it if she plays her cards right.
Yeah, I definitely don't believe this is strictly one-sided. The main thing Nanase has to watch out for is making sure that she doesn't lose her card advantage over Ramlethal, because if she just goes down to 1 card, Ramlethal will completely destroy her. Just because Ramlethal is really good at keeping resources in hand, getting a lot of resources. Nanase, on the other hand, I know you mentioned the advantage chain. The one downside to Nanase's advantage chain is she doesn't have a lot of big red numbers innately. So she has to. So on that backside, she's generally going for that +2 power when she's able to, just because it does give the opponent +1 power. And yeah, the advantage chain is nice, but also if you do starve yourself of those resources and let Ram just get this card advantage, you're just going to just kind of disintegrate.
Right, and that's actually kind of the points you mentioned RCLE, and that's kind of the duality of Nanase, right? Like the whole point is that you kind of have to choose between if you want power to consistently boost your attacks up, or if you want to advantage chain, and then advantage is always it's always good to take another turn, right, and not give your opponent another one. So that is a big question if you're a Nanase pilot, is how do you balance that, and how much do you want to go in one certain direction, you know?
Yeah. If we just see the advantage chain here, the main thing I worry about for the Nanase is the sweep-like cards that Ram has. The Angie's Invitation is normally a pretty good card overall, just because people usually have these faster options. Problem is Ramlethal is mid-speed and slower. Dalro will be completely unsafe most of the time because of Angie's Invitation, because it will just walk straight into it. And so will stuff like Mortabato. But I mean, we don't see Mortabato played much anyways. Um, so those are the main things that we're gonna have to see Ramlethal be careful about playing. Of course, Grasp and Cross will also lose to Angie's Invitation. Well, Cross doesn't even lose because it's an after on the Retreat 3. But so we're gonna kind of have to see. Ram does have to be careful. Nanase does have big red number. If big red number hits Ramlethal too much, Ramlethal's cards do break pretty easily. Uh, namely. Namely, this beautiful card called Plumage Dancing in the Wind is effectively a 6-speed, 7 power card. It's a nice little card there. We're gonna see Nanase start off with air dashing into Ramlethal's face. Um, Nanase has quite a bit of cards that she can just kind of show up in people's face with, but she's gonna choose to go there. I think, I mean, against Ram, just pretty much not allowing Ram to take advantage of this range.
Yeah.
But the problem is that Season 7 has this thing called Area Shift, and if you get Area Shifted in the corner, that's where Ram loves you. So we're going to see a strike immediately come out from Ram, just raw. Nanase will respond. This is going to be a block into a sweep.
Block.
That's pretty unfortunate. I really hope there's an Ultra in hand so we don't have to pitch a million cards. Usually block into sweep is like the last thing you always want to see. Looks
Pitching
like,
Angie's. Ooh,
yeah, it looks like we're missing. Yeah, we're just going to take 2.
we're taking 2.
Well, now,
Well, and here comes the resources, the resource train that we saw about.
yeah, this is the part that I'm worried about here for the Nanase, is Nanase sitting at 2 cards. The sweep came out from Ramlethal, which means Nanase is going to be taking these slower actions to kind of like get back. We're going to want to see Nanase build up one more gauge, and then we'll want to see them flip so that they can, use actually have a UA. Their
Yeah.
UA, you can say it exists, but I swear to God, this thing does not exist.
You have very niche use cases, I will say, for the UA,
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
front UA.
very, very niche. We're going to have Faultless boosted. I'm guessing we're just boosting it for the gauge. Yeah, well, I mean, this makes a lot of things safe, especially against frontside Nanase. Nanase is not breaking forward guard with anything except for Ranji's Invitation or any of her ultras. And actually, it's only one ultra that breaks it anyways. Um,
And it's the most jank ultra of all time.
yeah.
Lumineer, I love it,
we'll,
but it is such a bizarre card.
we'll see Lumiere hit one day. One day.
One day, copium.
I don't know when that day is, but
One
we'll see
day.
it hit.
Yeah, it's truly the conch shell of the magic conch of ultras.
The
Will
magic
it hit?
conch.
Maybe someday.
You thought hitting our Arcune ult was our Astral was hard? Try hitting Lumiere.
Yeah.
Alright,
If
well,
Arcuri doesn't work, I mean, that's pretty sad. But it was also just an astral, whereas this one is an actual part of the kit. The good news is it's a really good boost, so you're boosting it or using it for force like 99%
yeah,
of the
Surge
time.
Forward is crazy good. So we're back. It's back at Nanase's turn. Nanase has to decide, does she want to give a Ram gauge? I mean, in all honesty, Ram's going to get a gauge regardless out of this strike if you strike here. Unless, you guess completely right. So you just got to kind of think here. Do you want the resources and let Ram have a free gauge, or do you want to strike and then potentially, either win or take the gamble known as a raw strike. Because there's no guarantee that your strike's going to work here with this 4 defense. I mean, like I was saying earlier, if you play cross, Ram plays dive, that's something that can happen. You play assault, Ram plays assault. You know, there's all these options of what could go wrong here. So it looks like we're going to go ahead and take the strike option regardless. So we'll just have to see how this guessing game goes.
Yep. And it's basically just a mix up between cross out or playing slow here, where the guard doesn't really necessarily matter for Ram.
All right, here we are. Cross out into
Cross out
aggressive
gets
Ordano.
caught.
Yep, they'll also count or catch it. All right. Ram's gonna get you. That's like
Yep.
Ram just generated all 4 gauge.
Yeah.
or 3 gauge, I mean. So Ram got 2 more gauge, has 3 gauge on deck. Faultless will go into discard. Ram's probably gonna get what, top carded deck into their
Yep.
gauge? Yeah. Alright, there's the Dowro. Actually, that's pretty nice to actually have in your discard there. I mean, Lucifero is a good thing to play when you're not playing the card, but having it in your gauge, I mean, again, someone like Nanase who has Anji's Invitation could just say no to Dowro is perfectly fine. Alright, back to Ram's turn. Ram's backside is what? Draw 3? Yeah, so we're not exceeding yet. Probably boosting, canceling, playing a strike or something, and then exiting next turn. I mean, if we really want, we could even go for something like
You just
Bayonetta
mash
here.
something like Calvados, because what does not even do about that at this point?
I mean, you could mash Calvados if you really want.
I mean, you could mash Calvados. I mean, she could dive over and stuff, or play Spike, or if you want
Alright,
to swing it.
here comes the Wild Swing. Aerolumo.
Well, it would have worked if it was Calvados, so don't listen to me, kids.
Alright, well, Wild Strike does not work out. Aerolumo comes out from Ram, draws 2, so that means we're not opting for the Exceed yet. So, yep.
I start a card from hand to gauge.
Sitting on
Should be a
5
vulnerable
gauge. I mean, if we're not going to be exceeding, now's pretty much like the perfect time if we want to drop something like Calvados. We don't really need to. We could just make some super crazy Bayonetta play or something if we really want.
We just cancel. It's a witch
Yeah,
down.
we're sitting at 5 gauge. We're not low on resources. The thing I want to see from Nanase here is I want to see Nanase pretty much needs to get themselves back in the game, so I want to see them pretty much flip here because that's where their actual gameplay resides. I want to see them flip
Yep.
and get themselves a card, or I mean, they could keep prepping, but they're still not really that much of a
But
character without
yeah.
prep. Or with prepping, so I do want to see them flip here at some point, whether that's hopefully this turn.
Exactly, because prepping against Ramlethal is basically trying to play her at her own game. Like, you're never going to draw more cards than Ramlethal, right?
No,
So
especially
that's
not a
just
5 gauge
choosing to
Ramlethal.
slowly, yeah. So you're slowly choosing to bleed out as opposed to trying to go through a different avenue, which will get you a better chance of getting there and getting out of this pretty rough situation here.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we're down 6. I mean, the life total is not that bad. The main bad part here is the resource difference. That's like the main down part we're staring at here is we're not bleeding yet, but we're staring at the bottom of a barrel of a shotgun, and it's in the name of a giant sword.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna surge forward. There is one thing I really don't like about this is putting us at range 3, which range 3 specifically means Bayonetta time. If we get a really spicy Bayonetta, we could be in a lot of trouble.
Yep, and
Okay,
there's the
and
flip.
we're exceeding too. Okay. Go to range 3 and exceed as Nanase. Yeah, we'll have to go ahead and see how we work around this. I mean, we have options that actually are fine against Ram at this range. It's just that they're not going to be good on offense. So, main thing we need to watch out here is okay. Ram's going to go ahead and go with delayed explosion. This is actually fine. We don't mind this at all. Delayed explosion is whatever. The main thing I was kind of scared of is seeing Ram boost something like another badass, some boosting or just kind of making some super powered Bayonetta here, and then just kind of starting to kill Nanase with this advantage chain, dropping a Calvados even if they really wanted to. So I'm kind of happy for Nanase this isn't happening. So now we need to see what Nanase has in order to combat this. Because we want to see Nanase start like taking advantage of this stuff. Main thing you have to worry about here is the Bayonetta. Of course, if you try to play a mid-speed, Bayonetta will just delete you off the face of the planet. So yeah.
For those of you who don't know what Bayonetta is, Banjanito.
Oh yeah. Bayonetta.
But colloquially known as Bayonetta.
Yeah. What's actually really funny is Spike actually performs extremely well in the Bayonetta right now.
Yeah.
Because all it does is push 2, and then it doesn't get its +2 power, and the same with the delayed explosion, it pushed further than 1, so... yeah, it won't break Spike, which is actually really funny. Unfortunately, we're down a Spike, though. We're just gonna prep as Nanase, it looks like, so we're sitting at 4 to 7 cards. Main thing to keep in mind about this matchup is something that we were talking about a minute ago, is you are not going to out-resource Ram, especially at this stage in the game. So just do be careful about prepping a lot. Because what's going to happen now is if Ram got themselves an ideal boost here, we could just see them boost it and then get ready to just kind of play cards. And what's extremely dangerous here is playing something like a focus. Because if you try and play a focus in this situation, you can't be pushed or pulled, which means Ram gets all of her power bonuses on you. Alright, here comes the strike.
It's in a raw strike.
Yep, no boost, just a raw strike coming out here. Nanase's gonna get a guess here. Pretty hard. We guessed wrong, and we're about to get a lot of damage. Nanase taking a second to think, probably looking at the Bayonetta. I mean, that's exactly what I'd look at too, is the Bayonetta, because that's the main threat here. I mean, everything else is a threat, but that's the main threat. Yep, there's... Oh no, there's a focus! Oh no!
Oh, dude.
It's actually sort of fine
That's
because
even,
it's still gonna trade back. Okay. It's okay. It's
well,
sort of
let's see,
fine.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just enough, but it's
Yeah,
still getting
just
the
enough.
7 value. Ugh.
Ow. Yeah, that hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Alright. Now Ram has so Ram will close 2, they will take 4, but they will also get advantage. So we were at 21 health, we took 5, yep, 16. Alright. Bayonetta's gonna go to Gauge. Aralima's gonna go to the discard. Draw 1 off of focus, yep. Cleanup is done. Ramlethal's turn.
What was Nase at before?
21.
21.
It was 27 to 21 as a 6 health differential.
Shouldn't it be
21.
Shouldn't that be a 7 power Banjanito?
It was, but Focus has 2 armor.
That's a 2. Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. It was 7 power Banjanito. Taking 5.
Alright. For Ramlethal here, probably the funniest thing to say is I don't know how to tell you how safe sweep is right here. But like if you draw sweep, I feel like unless Nanase has EX sweep, it is the safest card in the game right here. Because Nanase has 0 ways to break sweep without 3 gauge playing Atmosphere of the Aether. Or having 3 gauge to play Lumiere.
Yeah, and she can't necessarily dodge it without a dive. She can't dodge it all without a dive because Angie still advances only 3. And then Soda is chasing the rev, so even if you get out of the corner, you're still gonna eat a sweep.
Main problem also here is notably Ram has a million sweeps. So the other ones can be sort of broken, but also not really because Nanase is sitting at 3 power maximum on defense without stuff like Assault. Alright, here we are. Here's the sweep into the focus.
Right.
Each player will take 4. Ram will get swept. Ram is like, go ahead, I have a million gauge. Nanase will also take 4. Now, the really funny part about this is that Nanase is not down or out by any means, because Nanase has beautiful big red number. So we'll just have to see if it's able to get utilized in this time frame that we have here. Ram does have ultras, mind you, but the problem with her ultras is that Calvados isn't exactly out of break range for Nanase, and Mortabato is just a card.
Yep, it's just grasp.
Yep.
Hey, that's the name of the tournament.
It's 3 gauge plus 1 power grasp. It's a 1 to 2 range. Oh man. All right. Well, we're sitting here. If I'm Nanase, if I have good cards in hand, I'm striking. If I have bad cards in hand, I'm probably CCing my entire hand plus 2 for my gauge. All right,
Yep,
here we
we're gonna see
go.
the UA.
Party time. Power, sure.
Very power.
Makes sense. I like it. Okay. Question is, you have to guess here, is this Plumage or is this Angi's? Both are incredibly spooky. I don't think it's anything else. I mean, I guess I could be chasing LaRuve. This could also be something like an assault. Alright, here we go.
Doesn't believe. It's plumage
Block
game block.
into the Plumage. That's 7
You're
power
totally
Plumage.
fine if you're Ramlethal here because you have a billion force to spend.
Yeah, you just spend your gauge. It's 7, you just spend 3 gauge, call it a day. Put whatever specials you want back in. Probably a Bayonetta sweep and like Heirloomo or something.
Well,
1, 2. Oh, maybe Rams. Right, maybe Rams not doing that because they're thinking about playing Necessary Discrepancy at some point. I mean, that also makes sense. Necessary Discrepancy is pretty good, especially when you have a full gauge. All right. Yeah, they took 1. Okay. All right, back to Rams' turn. Nanase having gauge number 3 built again. You have enough gauge for an ultra. I don't think you're playing an ultra at this point, though. I mean, what do your ultras do? 6
ironically, you
atmosphere.
could randomly lose to something like a Lumiere here off the top of the deck. Which would be very funny. Oh, that's a sad.
Anges
That's
will not do
sad.
it into Aggressa. Aggressa will
Ouch.
go ahead and hit for 4.
You hate to see the Angies lose so cleanly. Not even a chance.
Yeah, one of the unfortunate part about Anges is it actually has a good boost on it too. Chain shift.
Yep, Chain Shift's a great boost.
Mm-hmm. I think we're just seeing the we're gonna see Exceed come out here from Ramlethal on their next turn. I mean, it's just a free reload. Unless they want to spend all the force for a free reload, they could do it either way. Back to Nanase's turn. I'm just gonna start saying the same thing that I've been saying the entire time. If my hand's good, I'm probably striking. If my hand's bad, I'm CCing a whole lot.
Honestly,
That's my game plan at this point.
if I'm Nanase, at this point, I'm just hitting the lottery. I'm just saying advantage. You only have 2 cards in hand, Ram. You know, the only point I left that
Hitting the
matters is the last one.
lottery.
Let's wild swing this one out.
That's when you get more to Botto and die. That's when you get more to Botted.
You could get more Nevada, but also.
Alright, here comes the CC I was talking about. We're CCing 3, drawing 4. I like this. This is what I was talking about here. Putting the block back in there makes sense. Block's going to be important here coming up, especially with only 8 life left. This leaving 1 gauge for Nanase. Notably, it does turn off Aether and Lumiere, but I mean, we're not too worried about those. I mean, Lumiere is technically like a comeback factor, but it's such a hard comeback factor to actually hit.
You only ever play it if you get a lucky wild swing.
Yeah,
That's the one time I've landed Lumiere is that I wild swung it against somebody's assault. I was like, sweet, good
Wait,
deal.
against somebody's assault?
Yeah, so somebody assaulted into
Oh,
me,
I see.
and then I was like, sweet, I'll take nothing. I'll deal 9 back to you. Good games.
I still think it's funny that Lumiere loses to literally everything but assault.
Yep.
Loses to everything but assault.
It
Oh,
specifically
what a
really
good
hates on
card.
assault.
What a good card. Alright, here we go. Exceed. I mean, this should almost certainly exceed, right? Maybe. That's 2 gauge. I mean, you either
Just a
exceed
raw
here or
dog
you play
CC.
necessary discrepancy. Whatever
Yeah.
works better for you. If you have necessary discrepancy, I think it's the way better play here. But
Yep. But we're
exceeding's
seeing
also fine.
Mockjoy just make careful consideration just to keep an optimal necessary discrepancy up. Stuff
Yep.
that they want to keep engaged so they can get it back later. Makes sense.
Yep. We see EX Aggressa in there. We see an assault in there, and we see a sweep in there. Well, assault slash slash. All right. Well, now we have +1 power on the side of Ram as well. That's a little bit kind of scary because we already give them +1 power. So if Ram gets so if we strike into Ram, give them +1 power, and then they decide to pay 2 force, we also get
Gotcha.
+1 power. That's a little bit
Oof.
spooky.
Yep. Just a
Uh,
little. Just a little concerning.
just a little, yeah.
Yeah. Just one strikes.
Just win strikes, true. Yeah. So we're gonna have to take a second here and kind of figure out what this puzzle is. Here we go. We're going for it. I respect this. Almost certainly power,
We are
right?
claiming
Yeah, power.
power.
All right, +2.
Ooh.
All right, does Ram just spend 2 force? If I'm Ram, I'm spending 2 force probably. I
Two
mean,
forcing grab and probably at this point.
yeah.
Not much, yeah, or the
EX
equivalent thereof.
Mortabato.
Yeah.
That's like an 8 speed. What is this 8 speed Mortabato?
Good for
All right,
six.
that's 8 speed, 6 power
Yeah.
Mortabato. Ripperoni pepperoni. Uh,
Good for six. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing you could do about that.
nope, there's the EX Mortabato. Although I'm really surprised that Ram exceeded instead of just playing Necessary Discrepancy, because that was a crazy good Necessary Discrepancy that they had engaged. But it's fine. This is still a fine path.
Hey, many ways to skin. Yep, here comes the UA grasp. Most likely, I'm seeing a single one.
I mean,
Nase specifically
yeah,
has to block this.
this has to be
Otherwise,
grasp.
GG. I mean, it's already GG
Where's my
regardless.
Angie's invitations when I need them?
Yeah, I know.
Oh look, it's Lumiere.
I would have saved you if you had the gauge. It
No, no,
literally
when it.
saved you.
I mean, it would have saved you, but I mean, we
Yep,
still do.
you
Yeah,
would have won, but you would have lived for a turn.
yeah. You would have gotten another turn.
Yep.
All right. There goes. Serp will go ahead and take game 1, 18-0.
Yeah, throwing
Yeah.
Nase into
It just
detention
kind
with
of.
that one.
This just kind of the way this just kind of went down was Ramlethal just ended up with a bunch of resources. Nonase wasn't able to get back into the saddle and just kind of melted. It happens. We've all had those games where your opponent just gets a million resources and you don't get to play the game anymore. It's a thing. All right. Well, no,
Stay in
sir.
school, kids. That's what I say. Stay in school.
Kids.
Don't be a fool. Stay in school.
Well, Serp's gonna have to switch off Ramlethal. We'll have to see what they pick up next here. Um, Adwins might switch off Nonase. They'll have to see what Serp picks and then decide from there. We're seeing season 6 regardless. We're either seeing Yuzu or Phonon coming out here. I mean it's Serp. I want to be surprised to see the Yuzu. If we see the Phonon, Phonon's not a bad character. It's just that I'm so used to seeing Serp slash Mockjoy play Yuzu that yeah, there it is. There it is. That's their main squeeze. That is their main. Their main character. So of course it's coming out. On the other end, I mean, Ragna, May, or Nanase. Honestly, all these characters are actually perfectly fine into.
Into Yuzu, yeah, yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think.
Ragna's Ragna. He has the answers to everything. Nase can actually consistently close in on Yuzu, which Yuzu kind of folds to with a million spikes, And then May will just hit Yuzu. We'll just hit her about as hard as Yuzu could hit you. If Yuzu hits hard, May hits harder. Has the potential to hit harder.
Yeah. I mean, the only character I think that might actually have, in like a technical sense, that would have probably the hardest time here is Nanase because the speed dodge actually doesn't dodge anything of, only dodges like one card of Yuzu's specifically.
To be fair, is a very important card to dodge.
True, Cash Shell is a very important card to dodge. I will let you have that. That is actually very true. Yeah. So I would like to see the Ragnar May here. May, if you want the big red number to actually say, good luck playing Kiri, it's going to get broken every day of the week. Ragna, if you just want to, slam your face into the keyboard.
Two different flavors of face roll, two
Yeah.
different flavors.
So, well, we'll see what they end up picking here. Of course, like we were mentioned earlier, you could go with the Nanase. I just feel like the Nanase probably has the most technical part of this matchup. That's all.
Oh yeah, Nase definitely has the most thinky, which is pretty funny when you imagine it as this very hyper aggressive rushdown character. In theory, in Nanase is the most think heavy. But then again, we have two certified USDA taxologists preferred and certified gorillas here.
Yeah, I just still think it's funny how Nanase is the least lore accurate or the least game accurate adaptation of these picks. uh, all right, here we go.
We're
Here's the
seeing the
May.
May. Yep.
Yep. All right. Well,
The
uh,
ever popular Miss May. We should all be very familiar with May things by now. With
yeah.
SeaWorld.
Primary thing here for May is don't get caught out by Ichirin and do your best to make sure you break Kiri. Those are pretty much like the two main takeaways you want. Um,
That's right.
and then, of course, Kasho does exist. Kasho will be the heaviest hitting card. It'll usually hit you for 7 to 9 based on if Yuzu's on backside or not. And, I mean, that's of course a game changer, so just don't die to it. But you can usually catch that with May because you have so much clothes that, I mean, it doesn't go far enough.
I'm thoroughly convinced that the only reason why this car is the way it is because it does end in Kasho.
Uh-huh.
So it is well and truly the cash out.
The cash out, yep.
It is cash out.
It is cash out. Alright, May's gonna take first turn. I definitely agree with this. I mean, all May needs to do is just take advantage of the fact that they have, or that once they get to Exceed side, they can just go bonkers on. I mean, they can actually even go bonk if they decide to land some cheeky Mr. Dolphins. They can actually, they have ways to actually beat the really close range of Yuzu, anyways.
Yep.
What's actually really funny is Overhead Kiss against Yuzu actually is not bad at all. Yuzu has 3 cards
No,
that
not at
are
all.
speed 3 or below.
Exactly.
Oh my god. All right. I wonder if May could technically be considered a counter to Yuzu. I feel like it could. I feel
Yeah, I
like
think
if
this
you
is an
actually
uphill
wanted to
battle
look,
for Yuzu.
yeah, I feel like if you wanted to put it on paper, I feel like May could actually counter Yuzu. All right. Well, May has first turn. I mean, we're at range 4. If we really want to, we could literally just prep here. There's nothing Yuzu can do at range 4 to us that we care about. I mean, if we care about anything,
We just Totsugeki if she initiates here.
yeah, we could.
And
I mean,
then
the main thing
Yuzu
that's scary
cries.
about Tatsugeki is that Tachi will actually still hit us. But I mean, yeah, you could hold on to EX dive. You could hold on to Tatsugeki. You have all these options. I mean, even if you do Tatsugeki, it's not too bad. You're trading down by 1 damage, so.
Yep. And then
Yep.
your flip is very, very scary as May. So honestly, even if you take an extra one here, an extra one there, don't worry. You will make up that difference.
Yep. We're just gonna see the prep here, turn 1. I definitely agree with this. I mean, there's nothing really that you need to do at this point. I mean, I guess you could have boosted like a grasp if you wanted to, or boosted a spike or whatever. But the prepping's perfectly fine. Turn 1 here. Uh, Yuzu. Yuzu with kind of the uphill battle. Yeah, I definitely agree with boosting badass immediately. You're gonna want the extra armor, the extra guard, and then also that speed to kind of like get some of your options on the table. So the speed's not going to come as relevant considering you have a lot of mid speeds anyways, or a lot of slower speed cards I should say. Yeah, none of them really hit at range 4 except for one, or except for 2 particular cards, and one of them's probably not hitting at 4 anyways. But this does save you from like if you want to play the Tachi on offense now it trades more favorably into Tatsugeki. A lot more favorably. So May can't just drop it all willy-nilly, and now May also can't just dive over your Tachi, so They do have to think about this EX boost here. I think May's looking see if they want to strike or boost here. I mean, if you don't want to strike, you could just kind of boost with something if you want.
Yeah, you can
Like
boost with either energetic or blue water, blue sky. Alternatively, you could just charge into, sure.
Yeah, we're just gonna charge in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're at range 1 now. This means Yuzu actually has to guess here.
Gonna kick it for the +1.
Oh, are we kicking it? Oh, well, we did
Yeah,
kick it.
oh no! Sorry, we're just validating this to strike here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
That's why I was so surprised. I usually don't
Yeah.
see May kick too much on front side, but
Especially into
it is
an
a thing.
EX.
Yeah, it is a thing, but it's just not something I see very often. All right. Well, range 1 options for Yuzu. Kiri, Ichirin, all the normal normal range 1 stuff. So, I mean, main thing as Yuzu is you have to be careful of the overhead kiss, because overhead kiss will just beat pretty much all of your options anyways. So, you just kind of got to guess here. This is the normal guessing game of May. That's actually funny, is Kiri's actually not even that great of a card in this matchup, now the more I look at it. May deals way too much damage to actually make Kiri a good card.
Yep, no, I mean, it is basically just to get into gauge, you know? You want to get that 7 power, and then if you happen to be able to say, unsheath it, then that's pretty good, but we are kicking it.
Whoa, we kicked it!
Oh,
Whoa!
and discarding a grasp to do so,
Whoa!
interesting. This could be the mega bait with a second grasp. It's sweep. No, yeah, I mean, you're true.
Well, this will perform well. This is 7 power sleep.
Yeah.
Actually, it won't perform as well as I'm thinking. This
No,
is
I mean, it's a trade. It's a trade. That is
6
5 for
into 5.
6.
Yeah, 5 for 6.
And then Yuzu gets herself out of the corner. That's not so bad if you're Yuzu. Oh, but a very unfortunate pluck. Getting the cash out.
Oh yeah, there goes Cash App.
Yeah, that's your. You spend the cash out, and now you're getting a one-way ticket to SeaWorld.
All right, Kasha's gone. Yuzu's back at range 3 though, and now it's Yuzu's turn. So this is the part where we kind of get tell May she has to play a guessing game. I feel like here, if we have the option to, we could just go for a strike. I mean, we could look to boost something.
Yep, this is still a pretty. If she has unsheath, this is also still pretty good.
Yeah, this is an insane unsheath actually.
Yeah.
Well, actually, maybe not insane because it still puts you at range 1 of May. Been back in the corner.
Advantage.
Yeah, you get advantage, but you're back in range 1 of May. May just drop something like a focus or sweep number 2, or anchor.
Never believe they never have the second or third slow.
True. Never believe. Don't respect slows, kids. Always disrespect slows, kids.
You see, that's how you go 0-2.
That's how you go 0-2, disrespecting slows.
I take it from the pros here. Take it from the pros.
All right, what do we got? That's actually really not what Yuzu wants to see.
Nope.
So Yuzu's going to take 4. This will become a 3 power. Hit May back for 3.
And then May gets to go to flip party time. At
Yeah,
least you get a card back, Yuzu.
May's gonna get happy party time here in a second if they want it. They do get what? How much of a reload? Draw 2 and strike. Not the best reload in the world. We could see them.
Not the best reload in the world. What the hell?
Not the best reload in the world. I mean, they're forced to strike, so they're gaining delta of 0 cards probably because they're looking to +2 power it. I mean, I could see.
Exceed if you only drew 2 or if you only struck. There's a reasonable exceed. But
I mean,
I don't know, man.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad exceed. It's still fine. It's just that at 2 cards, it's a little bit.
You don't want to play it as a reload, but it is so good for momentum. It is such a good momentum 100%. Move. Like you can totally take the turn off to prep here, yep, and then you flip. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's kind of the line I was thinking of: is take turn prep and then go ahead and hit the party button. So now you'll have options, a lot of them. So Yuzu has to be careful here. She does have the other Casho. Main problem thing with Casho is it doesn't stun. It'll take you to range 3, but May's gonna hit you with whatever she wants at range 3. I mean, overhead kiss won't hit, but yeah, that's a range 1 card, so. Alright, user's gonna prep. Alright, May, let's see you hit the button. Hit the button, May. There's a big red button, press it.
Let's see if this is a true May aficionado here. No, don't even think about it, man. Don't even think about it. What would May do? What would May do? She totally just hit the button. Or a button. I guess it doesn't have to be the button. Just hit the button.
Yep, just hit the button. I mean, if you're extra careful... Okay, we're not hitting the button.
We're playing...
Going into the
This
corner?
party's getting crazy.
Really? Blue water, blue sky, into the corner... Huh? Alright, I'm very confused by this. Main reason I'm super...
the world's biggest bait. We're seeing Shamu come out, maybe. The wonderful and dynamic Goshigo Wagara.
Yeah, no, here it is. Here's the air dash. This is the reason I was super confused about this, because
we're seeing Pink Shamu here, Great Yamada attack, question mark.
Yeah, the Great Yamada. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see Great Yamada played here. How'd you know? That would be the biggest freaking, like... Man, I'd be so happy if I saw that.
Such a flex.
Yeah, if that hits, I don't even care who wins anymore, because Adwins will have won in my heart. What a beautiful card to try and hit. Alright, well, we're at max range here, or at range 4 here. This is practically max range for
I mean, if you have a Totsugeki in hand, you flip and you kick that. What do you do other than cross out if you're Yuzu?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking too, is you literally just kick a Totsugeki here and then, Oh, please. No, we're not flipping.
We're raw dogging it.
We're raw dogging it. I don't like this. I wanted to see us flip.
As much. Here's a focus. Okay.
Well, focus will miss, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This will do 2 damage to focus. This will only close 1. Maybe we'll get a card back. We generate gauge number 4. I wonder if we're like thinking we're Soul or something, where we need 4 gauge set, where our Exceed actually costs 4 instead of 3. Oh, well, things just got dangerous for us.
Yeah.
Because now Angel Lost exists, and Angel Lost is +1 power, +1 speed. The after add this to gauge isn't as important as the rest of it, but it's +1 power, +1 speed, yeah. So if we try to play something like a raw Tatsugeki, they have the other Ichirin in hand, it's not great for us.
Yep.
I mean, the other funny thing is that this is actually a perfect opportunity to just play an over here as well. Because over here will literally get you out if you really want it to.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Alright, on to May's turn. May has to think here. May wants an EX now, because that +1 power, +1 speed is not very pretty for May, so we want an EX now. Have we been saving the EX Tatsugeki, or is it hiding in our deck somewhere? We don't have EX Slash, which would also be pretty optimal here. I mean, even if Yuzu wastes the boost and crosses out. Actually, it's not even a waste to cross out, because it goes to gauge regardless. Oh! Scrambling.
Scramble days.
Are we scramble exceeding?
Scramble, flip, strike. That'd be pretty nuts.
Into +1 power, +1 speed? Actually,
I mean,
those odds aren't terrible, though. I mean,
yeah, I mean, you could just get a Saki here if you're Yuzu, and then you cry. Yeah, Yuzu's pretty weak to scramble, honestly.
Oh, we're not flipping, though. Alright, nope. I like this less. Sweep? Oh!
XD.
Oh! Ew!
Oh, that was tragic of your May.
Oh, ew!
That's tragic.
Alright,
well... Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Now, the biggest brain play in the world here would be Yuzu plays Kasho and May plays Tatsugeki. That would be such a big brain play. It would be so funny. Alright, well...
but are you even that sad if you're... I mean, you have a million cards not relative to May.
I mean, I think if I'm Yuzu here, I literally just flip. Right? Like,
I mean,
the worst thing that happens is I draw dive. Everything else is fine.
And you spend whatever you don't want to do.
Yeah, here's an over here.
Oh, here's an unsheath, which is functional.
There we go.
Oh, no.
Yeah, here we go. It's party time.
What? Oh, I see. Yeah, using the UI to flip. Okay.
Yep, just use the UI to flip. Alright.
Unsheath.
Well, Yuzu said if you won't if you won't flip, I will, and I think that's the correct response. So here we are. All right. Well, if you're May here, you have to start the party, or Yuzu's going to start the party for you. And if Yuzu starts the party and gets this roulette right, they have a pretty good gauge for this roulette, by the way.
Yep.
If you guess wrong too many times, such a bizarre gauge to flip with. Poulter,
The
really?
best part is that even if you get 0 no kata, you get to invalidate it and you still get +2/+1 on your
I
wild
think
swing.
I think this is a pretty nutty gauge to flip with, isn't this? Over here, I mean, Kirinai is what it is. Kiri, Ichiran. I mean, the main.
It
Oh
is if
yeah,
you at
yeah,
range
yeah,
3.
yeah.
This is a range 3 gauge
Oh
here.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
range
yeah,
1.
yeah.
It's not too scary.
Okay, I see what you mean, Poulter. This is just every possible option ever. Yeah, it really is. This really is just every possible option. All right. Yeah, this is a pretty nutty gauge to flip with. So we prepped as May. I mean, it's just Yuzu party time, right? Like we just hit the button. We don't have any now
If you won't
strikes,
be
do we?
May, I'll be May.
Yeah, I mean the only thing we have that says now strike is unsheath, and that's literally just our backside anyway. So yeah, I literally think we just hit the party button and we say May guess right or perish. The only real answer that May has right now to these options is spending 3 gauge for Goshigawara, but I really don't think May wants to do that.
Yep. The best part is you can still kind of fight it too. That's
Yeah,
3 gauge.
it's actually funny
You still
because
trade with Kiri. You
yeah,
still
it
trade with
still
Kiri
doesn't win
possibly.
against Kiri.
Mhm.
Kiri actually performs really well into it.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah. Yuzu's probably gonna hit the party button here in a second. Yep, here we go. Wait, no, that's UA from last time. Okay. I think it's Yuzu's turn, isn't it?
It
Am I
is Yuzu's
tripping?
turn. No, it's Yuzu's turn.
Okay.
May prepped. I think. Probably, maybe. I think. See,
Yeah,
now
I
I'm
mean,
gonna guess.
if it's May's turn, you start the party. If it's Yuzu's turn, she hits the party button. I feel like that's just how this goes. Someone's hitting the big red number button, and the other person is not having a good time.
Oh, it is May's turn. Wow. I'm losing it. I'm losing it, y'all.
Oh,
wait,
no,
we're
no,
UA. Oh, I think
it's
this is
Yuzu's
UA.
turn. It's Yuzu's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is UA.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. 6-speed Kiri into block.
Sure. That's pretty good if you're Yuzu.
Yeah, this is perfectly fine because now
That's
dive hits
perfect.
too.
Yeah, now you got range 3. You want to be at range 3. You're blocking it. You
Oh
got
yeah,
advantage.
literally everything hits. Oh jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is 6 damage.
Yep.
We're gonna take 2. We're gonna gain advantage.
Of
course, the card gets
do it
discarded.
again.
Yeah. We just hit the party button again. Worst comes to worst, we get Kirinai, and Kirinai gets sustained, assuming May reacts to it.
Even if you can still, if you're really funny, like I said, you can still invalidate Kirinai and get the bonuses on Wild Swing.
All right. So here comes the
Save
wild swing from May.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, wait, is Great
actually,
Yamada gonna
really
hit?
funny.
Is Great Yamada gonna hit?
I mean, I think you
I mean,
oh my God.
Do you just take the 6
we're
damage?
validating it, sure, and then you get stunned. That's fine. I mean, you have the life to play with, I guess. So it's gonna hit for 7, or that'll be 8-7. I mean, yeah, you're in the lead. I'm sorry, 8-6. Yeah. But then again, May can also just choose to not validate this herself. So
Yeah,
you could just lose immediately.
yeah. I feel like you have enough things that hit you that you don't need to validate this. I mean, Kirinai's gonna go first and miss anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Kirinai doesn't hit regardless of what happens here.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so you can choose to validate this if you want. You would end up at 2 gauge, which isn't too terrible for May. May's just gotta think if she wants to validate for the 6 damage. I mean, I think you just take the 6 damage, don't you? Yeah. You just take the 6 damage. Call it a day. Cash out. Leave the block in there because we're May players. We don't need the block. Oh, we're invalid.
No!
Oh, no!
Why?
Oh, no! Yamada! The whale! It's all gone!
No!
The dream!
The dream is dead. Why? Why, Adkins? Why did you deny me a ticket to SeaWorld? I just wanted to see the pink,
The
the
pink
pink one.
whale.
I
It's
want to see the
dead.
pink well. No free
Oh.
Willy today.
No
Oh
free
man.
Willy.
Yeah, it's a
Well.
3 gauge Willy, and we're not paying it.
Oh, we're
Instead, we're
we're
gonna flip
flipping.
at long
Here we
last.
go, party
Yep.
time. What do we have in hand that we decided to
All right.
get rid of Great Yamato for? This better be worth it, because Great Yamato was a free 6 damage.
Yeah.
Alright, because Yuzu has options. They have Cross, they don't have EX Assault, they don't have EX Ichirin. They do have the Casho if they want it, but Casho doesn't stun, so it's still fine if they play it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Probably the
so,
dolphin. It's probably the dolphin himself. Unless.
I mean, this is just Tatsugeki.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything else. It's either Tatsugeki or Assault. I mean, both are perfectly fine.
Assault or assault.
Yeah, it's Assault 1 or Assault 2. Here's the
Yep.
kicker.
And then if you use Rust Cross, just says Sayonara.
Alright, here we are. Which Assault is it?
I'm just blocking it.
Alright,
Yep.
that's fine. 6 power. Push Yuzu 2. Yuzu has to think what they want to spend for this.
You could also spend nothing. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Yuzu spends nothing. Well, actually,
Because,
the funny part about this is,
is a little awkward.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. They all have cleanup, discard your attack
Oh, that
anyways.
is okay. Yep.
Yeah, so it doesn't even go to gauge.
Nope. Never mind. You see, reading cards, explaining cards, kids. That's how That's how you do it.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, here we go. Gatling gets boosted. That's fine.
Yep. Custom combo.
Yep, there's a Gatling. Draw 3. You know what's actually the crazy part about May is I love seeing May's Exceed and then do this Tatsugeki shenanigans, go down, do like another assault card, assault like either the other Tatsugeki or the other assault, and then just playing Go. I love seeing May players just play that Go boost when they Exceed because that keeps the party going 24/7. Can't stop, won't stop.
Won't stop. Hey, that's my girl's line.
Alright, well, we revert. We put Casho in Gauge. That's a pretty good card to have in Gauge because it's gonna hit also, just like the other ones.
Ever seen double key charge, revert key charge? Nope. Okay.
Yep. We're just reverting, and then we're doing this. Oh, I see what you mean. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Revert key charge. No, we're just building hand, it looks like. We'll probably do it next turn. Alright, May, you have advantage on your next thing. I want to see this be a good play. What you got for me? We're out both
consider
Anchor Swings. We're out
assault.
1 Arasagawa. We're out 1 Tatsugeki. Oh, we're just dropping the Disaster Passion. Well, I mean, yeah, Yuzu actually has to think about this because Disaster Passion with advantage here isn't fun. So yeah, we're gonna
Yep.
kill
He's
that.
gonna say nah.
Yeah, we're gonna kill that. I like that.
Yep.
That's a good decision. This is the season 6 dilemma. Is now we have to strike because we don't have regular tech. So, what did we strike with here? I mean, pretty much guessing between
Probably.
like
Yeah, I mean, it's just a guess. It could be assault. It could be one of the 4 copies of Spike that we have not seen yet.
4 copies of Spike. True.
Yep. We haven't seen a single Spike, and we haven't seen a single Tachi, right? So
Yeah.
that's
This-
my read, if I may. So I'm still mashing one of my 4 copies of Assault, since I have at least 2 left.
Yeah, you could just mash assault here. Yeah, this is true. I think the only thing you're scared of here if you're May is if this is the other 5 speed. One of the other 5 speeds. So you don't want to play slow because yeah, I think I agree with the actual just playing the assault here. If you get spiked here, it's pretty detrimental.
To your health.
Yeah.
Among other things. Your mental as well.
Downside is we don't have like the counter EX Assault or EX Tatsugeki or anything.
So nothing here is truly safe.
Nope, it's all raw. There's the assault into the
Oh,
focus.
calls it right. Yep, there's the assault.
All right. Well, that was dangerous, but I respect it. We got it right.
Just get some mix-ups right.
Just
And
got
you
some
still
mix.
advantage back. How about that?
Yep. And now Life Lead is tied and uses it range 1 from May. Oh boy. My favorite position to be. Oh boy. Alright. Range 1 from May. May has 3 gauge. May could set up a stupid attack here. And yeah. Yeah, that's pretty scary to think about. Because Mr. Dolphin actually hits wherever you go here. It might not hit for 6, but it hits regardless of where you put Mr. Dolphin if you can boost guard on it. Alright, well, we're going to put Yuzu on the other side of us. Okay, sure. Put Yuzu at range 2. It's fine. Cancel with Tatsugeki instead of the cross. Sure. What do we got for strike now? Nothing. We're gonna boost the other Tatsugeki. That's one way to get +4 guard. So yeah, that's one way to get +4 guard. Mr. Dolphin still literally hits anywhere. I think that's probably what we're setting up for, is like this ridiculous power Mr. Dolphin. Because what? If you don't move, Mr. Dolphin's gonna end up doing 6, 8, 9 damage. EX Mr. Dolphin will do even more. 10 damage. So yeah, as Yuzu here, I'm pretty sure we just kick the party again.
Just get started.
Are we CCing?
Or just a CC?
I don't like this. Okay. Alright, we just CC'd. I wanted to see the party again. Because that was a pretty alright gauge for party. I mean, May just spent a cross. Main thing you're worried about is getting Goshigaward. Kick Goshigaward. But one Goshigawara already went down.
He's actually pretty scary. That's very scary.
Kick Goshigawara. 7 damage. Yeah, that is pretty scary. I still don't think prep was, or CC there was the right option. I thought we had a pretty optimal gauge. I thought we had a pretty optimal gauge.
Yuzu's just afraid of the deep.
Afraid of the deep. I mean, who isn't afraid of the deep?
Thalassophobia, you know, like it's pretty scary if you're a samurai, you know. Your steel gets rusty. Manual reshuffle.
Manual reshuffle. Serp is looking at discard. Sure. I'm surprised that we just went with a slow option here. I mean, I guess we get all our cards back, so that part makes sense. But we also had the freest Mr. Dolphin of our life.
It's a very respectful play.
Yeah.
It's a very respectful play.
I think that was just the freest Mr. Dolphin, and I would have taken that every day of the week ×2. Yeah. It was like 10 damage Mr. Dolphin. And worst comes, or 9 damage Mr. Dolphin. Worst comes to worst, it's still 7 damage Mr. Dolphin.
The just defense, yo.
The just defense. I don't think I've seen this boosted in like a year. Actually, no, I boosted it in one of my most recent games.
On the game I was commentating. I was like, "Yo, just defense!"
Just
and here I am seeing it again.
Yeah, just defense coming out. You don't see this boost too much because it does lose all armor after the strike.
Very, very niche.
Yeah, it's a very, very, very niche card. I mean, it works for some things, but not for a lot of things. So we'll have to see how Yuzu decides to utilize this here. I mean, this is an Omega bait. This could just be like an Omega bait.
Yeah, this could just be like second Kurenai, right? You haven't seen both? That's what makes sense here to me, to play just defense with.
Well, 3 + 5 is 8. I mean, if this is Tachi, it could be something, I suppose. Question is, what do we have? Oh, we're kicking with Gauge, so this isn't Goshigawara. Yeah. Focus into Anchor Swing.
This is actually pretty okay for Yuzu, right?
Yeah, this is 5 armor focus.
Yep, 5 armor focus against 7 power, so you still only take 2
5,
instead of back
6,
4.
8
Maintain
power.
That delta.
It's 8 power. I got kicked.
Oh, that's right, because it's +2. That's right. We're actually flipped. I forgot that we flipped as May.
Yeah, so it's 8 power minus 5 armor. Yeah, that's only 3 damage. That's actually pretty good for Yuzu. And then May will take the full 4. May decided to spend 1 gauge in or for kicking instead of spending from hand. It was for the 1 force kicker. Oh wait, that's only when you initiate a strike. Why did she spend 1 force actually?
We should probably fix that then.
Hi Reggie, welcome to the chat. We're on game 2. What was the life totals actually? Wasn't it like 12 to 12?
So yeah, so hold on. Do you want to fix this?
Cause that was Yuzu strike.
So yeah, Yuzu should have only taken 1. So it should be 2 more. Yeah. Yeah, we just put the Tostageki back in gauge. Or no, we put the whatever she spent back in gauge. The cross, yeah.
Yeah.
At least we didn't give up any hand information, so
Yep, that's fine.
fully fixed. Wow, nice and
Yep.
clean.
Good catch, Moriarty. Us here at the desk, we can't read cards, so we're
Yeah, no,
illiterate.
we are very illiterate. That's what I was saying. You know, we have that Steven season mentality.
Oh wait,
we're just
why
illiterate, no reading.
I just called Poulter Moriarty. Sorry, Poulter. Thank you for that fix.
Furthering
Yeah.
case in point.
I'm I'm in deep. All right. Well, I mean, as May here, we have so much gauge that we don't even know what to do with. We're just gonna CC2 drawing 3, I guess. I mean, that's fine.
Full clutch. We aggressively CC from hand.
Oh,
Well.
we're getting rid of the slash as well.
Respecting the reading.
Oh yeah, true. I guess Yuzi does have read. Yuzi does have other dive. Yeah, that does make sense. All right. Well, it's back to Yuzi's turn. I mean, Yuzi's still good to start a party if she wants. It looks like Swift and Deadly will get boosted.
Swift and
Advance or
Deadly.
retreat 2, then strike. Go into range 2. We're just looking to play across here. I mean, probably. I mean, what beats cross here? Goshigawara is the only thing that beats cross here. Yeah, Goshigawara is the only thing that beats cross here. So I think we're just crossing out here as Yuzu.
Come on, Shamu.
All right, what did we play? Did we play Goshigawara? Nope. We played Arcegawa for the after and the armor. That's still fine. We go to range 4, and we get a close 1, draw 1. No, my go boost, it's all gone.
No!
That's okay, we're down like an assault anyways. It's not as cool anymore. Alright, 7 health to 11. I mean, it's May. It's not uncomebackable. Main thing we're watching out for is Kasho. But actually, both are down. Yeah, one got swept forever ago, and then the other one to discard when we were CCing. So we're not watching out for Kasho. Kasho doesn't exist. I mean, I would say we're worried about Tachi or Saki, but we're May, so we're not worried about. Oh, we're going to range 1.
Going in there.
All right, we're here now. What slows does Yuzu have up? 1 sweep, I think, and that's it.
1 sweep, yep, and then I think the other Kiri.
Yeah, sweep and Kiri. All right, here comes a disaster passion too. All right, well, Assault needs to go to discard, and then I mean, that can go to discard whenever though. It doesn't really matter. There's nothing that returns from. Actually, it would matter for Anchor Swing, and that's it. But other Anchor Swing is up, yeah.
Get that result boost out of here.
Race your selection discard.
There's a reshuffle from Yuzu, right? Yes.
Sure, sounds good. Reshuffling from Yuzu, getting probably blocks back. I mean, both players are just.
Well, cash out. I mean, cash out's now lethal, right?
Yeah,
now
getting cash out too. Yeah, true. I mean, there's the other There's one Goshigawara. Other Goshigawara is still alive because we did reshuffle, but we don't have enough gauge for it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alrighty. Well, Yuzu has options back online. That means Yuzu has the other focus, both sweeps, and Curie back online. The main unfortunate part is pretty much everything is unsafe versus Mei because Disaster Passion exists and because Mei exists as a character. So Mei is kind of the epitome of if you don't have block and you guess wrong, you're dead. So Mei has full hand here. I'm fully expecting some kind of strike here. I mean, if we don't, I'll be very surprised. So, what? Only thing we're worried about... range 1, I mean, the main thing we're probably worried about is getting grasped out of whatever we want to do, unless we're just going to play slow. Which is very possible to play slow. Thing we have to watch out for if we play a slow is over here, because over here can take us very far out of range of that slow. So, back to the guessing game. If Yuzu guesses wrong, Yuzu will explode. If Mei guesses wrong, Mei will also explode.
Such is the way of the red number dealers.
Oh, big red number dealers, yeah.
The big red dogs.
Oh, the EX. Oh boy,
Yep.
yeah, this changes things.
A very scary EX.
Yeah, this changes a lot of things. Well, it's not EX slash, and we're kicking it. Alright, is this just range 1 EX Tatsugeki or something? This is like speed 7, power...
Yeah, what do you even do?
Power 8 Tatsugeki or something.
EX
oh my god, the EX back.
No fear.
Oh my god, it's EX grasp into EX grasp. Oh no, this is like 3, 4, 5, 7 power grasp. Yeah, 1 armor, yeah, 5 is good. Alright. Alright, well, yeah, that's the game, that's the Mei game plan there. Gorilla. Alright, well.
And there goes your respect too to get out of the corner. Oof.
Yeah, both grasps are down. Mei...
I think you just run at this point.
Yuzu needs cross or Yuzu needs Kasho. Those are the two things that will... Or not cross. Yeah. Cross and Kasho. No, not cross. Block and Kasho. Goodness gracious, I can't speak. Block and Kasho.
It's okay. Sometimes you're illiterate with your spoken words too. It happens.
Yeah, getting rid of the Tachi, I agree. 100%. Tachi's not doing anything for us.
CCing instead of moving. Interesting. Okay.
Nah, this is fine. We're looking for Kasho or we're looking for block. Pinnacle of just grasp. True! EX grasp played into EX grasp.
Now.
Gatling. Giving Yuzu time. I don't... I mean, if we have a garbage hand
here, if we have a read here, this could be really bad.
I'm thinking we did that because we had a garbage hand, maybe. But it is pretty scary because Season 6 does have reading. The YOLO reading works out and you're dead. Also, the fact that you're giving, well, your opponent the turn back. That's the other important part. When stuff like Kasho exists and does 7 damage exactly.
Because now we have a couple ways to kill you, right? If we have any number of EXs, it'll kill you.
Yeah, I think...
If we read and we read, say, Spike, and then we can still kill you with Kiri, right?
Yeah, I think Mei does have both copies of block up again, though, so this isn't too terrible if they did manage to draw one of them. So it's mostly just going to come down to the thing of what's in both these players' hands. Of course, we don't know, because we're in the spectator seat. Here comes a boost.
Yep, here it comes.
Oh, the YOLO reading.
Here comes the YOLO reading.
I feel like if you have Kasho in hand, you just read something and then play Kasho. It doesn't matter what you read here. I just feel like you try to read something like Assault or something. Assault, dive, whatever. Alright, did we get it?
Well,
oh, we got it. Oh!
Over, it doesn't have the lethal. Oh, no, it does have the lethal. But not necessarily. It might not be over yet.
Lethal, yeah. It's not the
lethal. Oh, no! It's not the lethal!
Alright, well, that's 5 damage. Alright, very scary thing here is Tatsugeki is in full swing. It is dolphin season. Yeah.
Telegraphing I have a block in hand, because otherwise I will just...
Oh, wait, but we're still in Kasho rage. Tatsugeki isn't completely safe.
Oh, this is tense.
Yeah.
I can't look.
Yeah. EX Tatsugeki is what we really need here.
Yeah, I mean, if you have EX Tetsuga, if you have like Mr. Dolphin, you can also just cancel that.
Yeah.
You could charge. I don't know.
You either go for the YOLO play here and play the Tatsugeki by itself, or you
YOLO
and
scramble? Question mark. Totsugeki
no,
mash.
no, you have options: energetic, badass, energetic or badass, and into Tatsugeki, or scramble into Tatsugeki. Everything works. Scramble into Tatsugeki is the main scary, or is the main like mix, or is the main thing here that makes this scary, because if you do a scramble and they just happen to draw the cast show on top, they're happy, you're dead.
Yep.
So I would like to see a badass or a +1 speed boosted here, and then into that Tatsugeki. That's what I really want to see, because you can just boost +2 power if you're actually no, because that doesn't even work. Because actually, if the opponent has focus, you die. Yeah, you have to have EX Tatsugeki to make this completely safe. Nothing else is completely safe. Badass Tatsugeki would do it. Badass
Yeah.
Tatsugeki would do it exactly. But we have one sleep, so the likelihood of us having the other one is pretty low. Unless we are like accounting for this with some gigantic big brain Omega brain play. Also, welcome to the chat, Broken Focus and Extra.
Okay.
Alright, here comes the pull 2. Going to range
Cancel.
2. What do we want at range 2? I don't
It can't be the
know.
second. I don't know. Actually, yeah, good question.
Yeah, I don't know what this was for. Do we just want to play slow? Is that why we pulled him to range 2? Okay, badass. I
EX
like
Mr.
this.
Dolphin? Question mark.
Oh yeah. Do we have the EX Mr. Dolphin? If we don't,
If
this is insanely risky
It'd
too.
be funny if we have the EX Mr. Dolphin in hand. We boost one and then play
Oh
the
no,
second
EX
one.
Mr. Dolphin's
That'd
kind
be
of
pretty good.
insane though. Do we have? Okay, well we're telegraphing Mr. Dolphin here. If we pull 2.
Wait. Okay. Clicking. Yep.
All right. Well, here comes
Let's
the
do the
wild
wild
swing.
thing. What?
Oh!
I'm losing my mind. It works if it works, I guess, but also
It worked. It worked. All right, sick. All right, that's something.
What the?
What was that last? It
I
was
just got
block. Okay, sure. Okay.
mind fucked, dude. What?
Okay, sure.
I mean,
Last card was block.
if it kills,
Yeah.
it kills. If it kills, it kills. I guess.
Well,
Wasn't he?
welcome to the chat, Miller. Glad you could join us for that last strike
Oh
there.
my
So
god, that
now,
is wild.
well, that was an end to game 2. We're here
I don't even know.
now. We're on to game 3. All right, folks, we get a game 3. Are we staying on Yuzu? Are we just saying screw it? We're staying on Yuzu. I mean, we might. All right. Well, we either have to break out the Ragna or the Nanase. I say break out Ragna here every day of the week.
Yep.
Ragna is completely safe into both of the other picks. I mean, Ragna might hate Phonon's guts, but it's still safe.
Well, we could see Yuzu. I mean, technically, Alex has to pick first, right? So
Yeah.
if Match really wants to change Phonon into Ragna, he could. But I mean, I highly doubt that.
Yeah, I mean, Phonon into Ragna is fine as well. Yuzu into Ragna is also fine. It just depends which one you want to play. They're both different
Yep.
matchups. It's just Ragna. Ragna's just gonna do Ragna things. Main thing you have to watch out for versus Phonon versus Ragna is the fact that Carnage Scissors works now.
Yep.
All right. Poulter in the chat. Sometimes you throw 7 power focus. I mean, you're not wrong. You're right
At
when
2
you're right.
life.
You're right when you're right. Yeah. Yeah, that's the main thing though, is that like Extra was saying, at 2 HP, I'm a little bit scared of throwing that focus out.
Especially when I'm against Yuzu, when I can just if it
Uh,
works, it works. That's all.
yeah.
If it works, it works.
If it
You know
works,
what?
it
In one of the
works.
game, I can't even complain. So if Adwins takes a set, I mean, he'll have a better win rate than me anyway. So if it works, it works.
All right. So Adwins picks Ragna first, and then Yuzu picks going first. Makes sense. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as Miller stated in chat. You are correct. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. This is factual. We're here in the name of science. All right. Well, Mole 1 from Yuzu, Mole 3 from Ragna. Well, I mean, Ragna's game plan is simple. Don't be at range 3 from Yuzu. You don't have to try and guess the mix-up anymore. and then you just play your cards. Your range 4, you're probably just spamming Hell's Fang, because dive is like the main thing that beats Hell's Fang. Alright, range 4, here we go. Is this dive or is this Tachi? Or is this the insane Saki massive big brain gameplay? There aren't that many options that killed focus at the time. Ultra is over here, EX.
Ironically, Saki is pretty okay against Bloodslave.
All of which didn't exist. Yeah, I mean, you do make a point.
Oh, we're getting hit with a
ew.
spike here. Yeah, we're getting hit with a spike.
Okay, yep, there's the spike. Yeah, this is like the main thing I was mentioning, is I feel like at range 4, you literally just spam Hell's Fang if you have it, because it just doesn't beat dive. If they play this, actually, it doesn't even beat the spike. Actually, it doesn't even beat the spike either. That's funny. All right, well, I mean, at least you're trading with the spike if you play Hell's Fang. So.
Speaking of which, come on, second spike of 4.
All right, well, Ragnar's down 4. This is an option. This is something.
Dead spike.
Well, it's dead
Will
spike.
work.
That actually works just fine. This is 5 damage. We'll close 2. We push 1. We heal 1 because we're Ragna. Alright, we're doing just Ragna things. Just Ragna things. And also back to you, Polter, you do make a fair point there. That is a fair point, that Yuzu did have a lot of stuff down, so that is fair. I just thought we'd see something in the form of like a Tatsugeki or something that would be a 6-speed Tatsugeki. That's why I was kind of confused. Alright. Yuzu initiating a strike here at range 3. This is Yuzu's favorite range. Of course, we're going to see that. The spike into the assault will not perform. You know, I'm actually pretty surprised playing the spike anyways, because Ye Ichirin takes us out of it, Assault takes us out of it, Dive takes us out of it, Spike takes us out of it, Over Here takes us out of it, Tachi beats it. Literally everything beats Spike. I'm so surprised to see the spike here, actually. The only thing Spike beats is range 3 sweep.
Or the offensive Kiri for some reason, but...
True! You're right, there is an offensive Kiri. Okay, it beats 2 options.
Hey, look, only Sith Steel and Absolutes, okay?
Only Sith Steel and Absolutes. You're right, it could have been the
Actual
bait.
line.
Alright. So, let's see. How much have we taken so far? We've taken 9 and we healed 1. Yep, this is correct life totals. Okay. Alright, use it with advantage. What are we doing here? Probably going to range 3 or prepping? Boosting? Boosting, come at me?
Come at me.
You know, that's fair. I mean, it gets into gauge. Say, either hit me and take +3 or let me have gauge. Ragna notably does not have any options to actually break stuff, because Gauntlet Hades actually doesn't break much, except for block. Gauntlet Hades is specifically the anti-block card, unless it gets boosted up with something like Not Over Yet.
Speaking of which, we have the mutual Not Over Yet here.
I have the mutual Not Over Yet, true.
That's true, because we have... yeah.
Where's my Azir Grimoire Ragna gameplay?
Is this the only case of 2... I think this is the only case of 2 boosts sharing the same name to have different effects.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and tech the come at me. I mean, that makes sense. Don't give your opponent free gauge. Sure. Pulcher in chat. Spike at the start of the game is the best time to play it. Generally, your opponent is more likely to play slow at the start of the game due to the value on slows and less trace on life totals. Yeah, I mean, typically that's fine. The main problem I had with it is because of the specific situation of range 3. Who initiated this, by the way?
Yuzu did, actually.
Yuzu initiated?
Ew.
Alright, well, Spike's gonna take 5, or Focus is gonna take 5 then.
Yep.
Yuzu takes 3. Ragna heals 1. Just Ragna things. Why is Ragna 18? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, 16's good. Okay, we're just resetting it from the top. So use
Resetting
initiate.
from the top. Yep, Yuzu initiates, deals 5
7
damage
incoming,
to
deals
focus.
5.
Yep. Oh, maybe we are supposed to be at 18 then? Yeah, we are supposed to be at 18 then if we started at 22. Yeah, which we did because we only took 9 previously. 9 healed 1, so 8.
Wait,
16?
why are we down?
22, 6 damage from Curie. It's 5 damage from Curie, so 4 damage from Curie, so it's 18. There we go. They got it. Woohoo! We did it!
Math is very difficult, kids. Especially when you're illiterate like us.
Alright. Back to... Let's see. Yeah, this makes it Ragnar's turn. Alright. Ragnar's gonna go ahead and strike here. Just raw, just Ragnar things. Wild swing, grasp into block. Ragnar doesn't care because it heals him 1 anyways. Alright, Ragnar, collect your 1 life point. Pass go,
Ding.
collect 1 life. User
decides
decides to go down 1. Yep. Alright. Sitting 4 for 4. Yuzu's gauge isn't great.
Nope.
It has assault. It has Kiri, and it has the range 4 Tachi, but it has block, and block is sad.
Seeing the Schmicks go in range 3 most likely.
Schmicks, yep, going to range 3 more than likely. There's the range 3 mix-up. Striking, discarding, drawing. Alright, what do we got here? Yep, there's the AH you run into the assault. I like this. Makes sense. Main thing to always watch out for is Ragnar has a handful of slows. So, well, they did play the assault there though, so that'll work out just fine. 6, creating that life differential where it's 6 now. With this advantage, I mean, we could just look to exceed naturally if we want.
Yep, or we could just move 1. Okay, I mean, yeah, it gets a block out of the gauge.
Gets block out of gauge, yep. Now we're back at range 2.
Yeah, we still threaten, your spike likes, so this is okay. I like it.
Main thing at range 2 that we're afraid of is, the Inferno Divider kind of stops a lot of our options.
What did we pay for Asher Grimloir here? So 1 cost boost.
What did we pay for Azir Grimoire?
I don't know if we saw 1 from hand. We could have.
Why is this?
Or it's just the
Oh, did we just CC?
CC? I think we just CC'd, yeah.
Yeah, I think we just CC'd too. Alright, well, here's the Unsheath. I actually respect this because this actually provides a genuine mix-up. Yeah, because Inferno Divider beats 2 of these options. Yeah, Inferno Divider only beats 2 of these options, and it performs not great into the others. Alright, well. Here we go.
Here we go now. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Time to guess.
Guessing against the roulette. Here's the assault into the blood scythe. This is fine. We're gonna take 6. Opponent will take 5. We'll heal 1, so we're both effectively taking 5. Ragnar generates 2 gauge. Yep, there we go. Ragnar gets a nice card into gauge, known as Devoured by Darkness, because 2 force is 2 force. Alright, well. As Ragna, if we really want, we can press the button.
On the next turn, if we live to see it, which we will. But yeah.
Well, that was because yeah, Yuzu
So-
gets a turn now. Yuzu does get a turn now. All right, Yuzu, are you gonna flip for us? Nope,
Do a
you're gonna
flip.
prep for us.
Nope, no flips.
All right, let's see. Do we get to see Ragna Exceed gameplay today? The question of the century: will we see Exceed Ragna gameplay? I want to see Exceed Ragna gameplay. Give me that Exceed Ragna gameplay.
Do a flip.
Give me that Exceed Ragna gameplay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we
Doing
go.
a flip.
Party
Here we
time.
go. It's party. It's the party with Raggy.
All right. Draw one, close one, strike. Mash the Inferno
It's
Divider.
not
Do
over
it.
yet.
Mash the Inferno Divider.
Inferno Divider.
There it
There
is.
it
Let's
is.
go.
There it is.
It performs 6
For
damage. Oh
6.
no, Yuzu.
Oh man, take 2. Oh, it gets 2. That's an 8 delta. That's an 8 life delta. That's crazy.
Oh no, Yuzu. All right, Yuzu, your turn. Press the play button. You have 6 speed. Ragna can't possibly have the other Inferno Divider.
It's not real. Just don't believe in it.
True.
It's not real at all.
Although the main problem here is that Ragna, how many slows do they have left? They have a focus, they have a scythe. I mean, then again,
Yeah,
slows
just
aren't
leave.
exactly safe into this because Curie breaks literally every slow in the book, and so does Tachi. So
But then again,
all right, Yuzu, do you have the gambling machine at the ready? Are you ready to crank out the slots? Do you have another card in hand before you crank out the slots? What do you got? Ready to see the slot machine. The Yuzu Riha slot machine rumble.
yeah, we got a casino grandma in the making here with Yuzu.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just
Wait, what'd
sitting
you
at
just
the
say?
casino grandma in the making. You know, you
Oh,
see
the
those old
grandma in the
ladies
making. Okay.
hanging out in the slot machines. They're just hitting all day, every day. Yep, here we go.
There's the veil off. Okay, sure. That's another way to get.
Actually, I beg to differ. It was a UA.
Oh, it was UA.
The joke here is that it doesn't make a difference.
Oh yeah, true. True. All right. Wild swing range 2. Let's go,
Yo,
This is
yeah,
the
let's
true
do it.
Ragna line. This is the
Here
Ragna
comes.
line.
Let's do it. Let's see it.
Carnage
Oh,
scissors.
carnage scissors. I mean,
Wait,
honestly, do you just take it? Do you
wait.
just
We
take
could we
it?
could actually totally validate this, and then Kiri will be useless. Yeah, we just validate this every
Yeah.
day of the week. Validate it. Validate it. Validate it. Don't get screwed by drawing grasp. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Yuzu will eat 5.
5. Yep. Ryder will gain 2, and then take 2, so he stays at 11. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yes. This is the Ragna line I want to see.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, Yuzu took what 5. So yeah, this deals a whole whopping 2.
So that should be 11. Yep.
Yep. After draw 1. Oh yeah, because we're an XC, this
Yeah.
doesn't go to gauge. No.
Yep. I mean, honestly, you're pretty okay with that because that's still a very big liability to get if you're going to try to hit the slots here. Oh, we're seeing the Raw Dog EX. Is this the titular Just Grasp? It could be.
Yeah.
Run still has a sweep, though, so
Yeah.
not safe.
Ragna just plays a slow here because it doesn't. Wait, does it matter? No, it's from hand, so no, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it could be over here. Like really
We don't have a
over here.
slow. Oh wait, we do
No.
have a slow, but this
Oh.
that's the wrong slow
Yeah.
though. All right, well we're eating 8 from this.
Yep.
So 6.
You do get to draw a card though, Ragnar.
Nope, Ragnar gets to draw a card. Ragnar's at 5. Yep, there we go. Ragnar draws a card. You telling Ragnar to draw? Ew. Why'd you have to use Olo? Yeah, super doesn't stun, so Reggie draws. Cool. Oh my god, why? Oh no.
You're
See what
welcome.
you've done.
I'm just looking at Adwin's little profile pic on Steam, and you know what? I had to drop it.
Oh. Alright, uh, well, Ragna takes one. They're at 4 now. I mean, this isn't terrible. We're at range 3 from Yuzu. Yuzu's down. How many Ichi runs now? Ichi runs? Only one, right?
Oh, what?
We're
E-turn?
we're still we're still wild
It's still
swinging.
just wild swing game, and
Who
at this
cares
point to
about our
decide the
hand?
game, it doesn't
Hand it.
matter. How could you possibly play around what I have if I don't know what I'm going to do?
Hand is trash. Who needs hands? We have wild swing for days.
We have top of the deck.
We have top of deck.
Top of the deck.
Main problem here is if we do well. Actually,
Just
whoever
trash.
whoever guesses wrong loses the game.
Yeah, we are really coin flipping it.
Yeah, this really is just coin flip. All right, Yuzu, are you gonna wild swing with them, or are you gonna play something from hand? Because this is the coin flip.
Don't
Oh, we have
EX.
an EX. All right.
Oh no!
Oh, wait.
Wait, maybe not.
Okay, it's not
Yeah.
an EX. Dive.
Oh,
Invalidate
well,
that.
invalidate it.
Yeah, I mean, dive is gonna perform well here unless Ragna draws the 4th.
Hell's
Fine.
Fang.
Oh, there's the assault. Never punished.
Oh,
Never
GG.
punished. Never punished.
No, oh, did not respect it. Should have just blocked. Yeah, although you would still be in a pretty rough place here.
Ragna still has
'cause I have the
spike up,
top
so
deck,
yeah, Ragna still has
the
spike up.
assault.
There's a cross. He gambled.
He shoots. He scores.
It worked though. True.
Yo, is Adwins the YOLO master? First we saw the super YOLO focus at lethal win, and then we just YOLO wild swing to win the second time. Yo, incredible.
All right. Well, that's it. That'll do it. Well, Adwins will be moving on. Serp will be eliminated from the tournament. Yeah, that was that was some fun. That was a fun set. I like that.
That was some Exceed gaming right there. You see that?
Yeah.
That is bona fide. That is gentleman. That is a true gentleman's Exceed. That's Exceed connoisseur. You know, that is fine ale. That's fine ale. You know, aged in a cask. You know, you could
Aged.
say, "Oh, I have this fancy little, Exceed gameplay where I'm gonna boost. We're gonna go boost and boost, boost." Nah, man, just flipping wild swing. That is
Flippin'
true.
wild.
Just true patrician Exceed right there. That's how you do it, my friends.
All right. Well, that was fantastic. All right. Well, thanks for joining me, Donut, for this exciting set. We
Thank
don't
you
have
for
currently
having me.
another thing set up yet, so just watch the announcements if you're looking for another game to watch, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And do you have any final words for them, Donut?
I just want to say thanks for tolerating me. Thanks for having fun. Thanks for playing Seed, and look forward to moving on in the bracket.
Alrighty. Well, you heard it here first. You guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you for coming out, Donut, and have a good night, guys.